Okay, so here we're going to talk about the virtualization overview, and this is all basic stuff, but this is kind of like to prep us getting into the various methods that we can protect virtualized applications. Very simple diagram here. First of all, you can use the virtual server agent. This is the most common way most virtual machines are going to be protected. Applications, of course, could be a different animal depending on what type of application it is. That we'll talk about in future video segments. The VSA can be installed in here. This is a proxy on a virtual machine if you're using hot add mode. You could also put the proxy on a separate physical host. That would be if you're using SAN transport mode or NBD mode. All right. Now, keep in mind that transport modes are not part of this video series. We're not going to be covering them in detail. This is just FYI at this point in time. You also have an option of putting agents on the guests themselves. And this is important to note because in some cases, actually putting the agent on the virtual machine will provide advantages over just using the virtual server agent. So you need to understand A, what's going on in that virtual machine, and B, what Commvault method is best to protect that data. I will state this, and I think this is a really important distinction between how Commvault protects virtual data versus others. And it ties into this thing called FUD, right? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Commvault isn't saying to use this or use this. They're saying, here are all your options. You figure out which one is best for you. Now, you might figure it out because you know what's on that system, you know the best way of doing it. But in other cases, you might figure it out because you're crashing your data store, for example. Your snapshots are filling up. I got to do something better. Commvault gives you the options. Keep in mind, no matter what backup product you're using, when you're backing up virtual machines as virtual machines, you're relying on the APIs provided by the hypervisor host to get this stuff done. So it doesn't matter which product you're using. Under the hood, it's really all the same thing. So the next series of videos, we're going to go into deeper detail on various methods for protecting virtual machine data.